Yeah, I listened to your episode last week. You were talking about who's on the hot seat, things like that.
Yeah,
If you want to know Michael's opinion about that, go over to Locked On Grizzlies and listen to that last episode. We talked about
Yep.
that. You can get his opinion there on that. But we on the
Yes,
same
sir.
thing. We on the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a
Mm-hmm.
mystery center, Damichael, that we haven't talked about, or if you just have to go, if it's not somebody that you say, all right, I'm Damichael climbing, this is who we going
Yeah,
with,
The
either
Michael
or.
Climber.
yeah, man. So the mystery center to me is an archetype, and I'll throw a couple names out there. But what I think is, for one, you don't need a big name. Like I'm telling you, I'm super big on game over name. Like it, you can go
Yeah.
get, like think about it before the last couple seasons. If you say, oh man, the Mavs, they need a guy like Derrick Jones Jr. That's the perfect type of player to put around Luka. A lot of people are like, man,
Never
you're
would have
crazy.
said that.
What?
What are you talking about? What?
What? But you look at his game, you say, man, if his 3-point shot develops with the way he plays defense, with the way he runs the floor, and you got Luka, playing in pick and roll, the way he cuts to the basket, former slam dunk winner, like dude fits beside Luka.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing now. So that's kind of how I view this center situation. Like it's like a Derrick Jones Mavs type fit. I'm the big names like Jared Allen is 1A for me. That's
Mhm.
if you he makes too much sense. 20 million, you can move the money like the Marcus Smart money, and it makes perfect sense. But from a mystery center standpoint, one, I think you go in the draft, whether it's first or second round, you get a developmental guy. Probably going to be second round. There are a couple guys out there. There are a couple G League Ignite guys. There are a couple productive college centers. I like Almanza a little bit. From a like, put him on a 2-way contract and
Mhm.
see what he becomes in a couple years.
Right.
But you go get right now, like for the now time being, you go get a cost controlled guy, whether it's someone you trade for who's on a rookie deal, like we just talked about Jalen Duren, like a cost controlled
Right.
rookie deal guy, or what I think is going to happen is you end up with a guy who in free agency doesn't cost you that much money. Like I think
Mhm.
there are some cases where it works out. There are some cases where it doesn't. Like I remember Dallas before last season. Remember they went and got JaVale McGee from the Suns. For the Suns,
Yeah.
he was balling. Like I think he was on the not the finals team, but he was on the team that had the 1 seed in the West when the Grizzlies played the Warriors in the second
Yeah.
round. He was on that team with them.
The
And
Lakers.
yeah,
Yeah, he's on
and,
the
and he
Lakers
was on
now.
the Lakers
Yeah.
championship team.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I remember when the Mavs went and got JaVale McGee, I said, man, catching lobs from Luka and whatever, but it didn't work out.
Didn't
I
work out.
mean,
Yeah.
he rode the pine. Like when the Lakers, you know, when it got was Christian Wood. I was like, oh,
Oh
Yeah.
man.
that's
Oh,
gonna be
that
a
was
nice.
crazy.
Didn't work out defensively. So more than anything, go get a guy who's gonna play to the Grizzlies' strengths, defensive guy. I don't care about anybody, honestly, averaging 15, 16, 17, 18 points a game doesn't impress me for this center spot. If you throw me a guy out there, you say, man, he averaged 18 for his career, really don't care because you got Ja,
Yeah.
Dez, and Jaren. You don't need that. I mean,
Yeah.
I really don't care about that. You need somebody who's going to play
That's true.
defense. You need
Yeah, for
somebody
sure.
to protect the rim. So name-wise, I mean, telling you, these ain't wild names, but go get these guys. I bet you it makes an impact. Think of a guy like Goga Patasa. Like this is very off the radar, but when he started, Wendell Carter was hurt a large part of the season. Magic still were really good. Go
Mhm.
look at the defensive numbers when he was on the floor on that team. Best of any of their centers. Better than Mo Wagner was on the court. Better than Wendell Carter was starting. When he was in that starting lineup, the Magic ended up with a top defense, but
That's
they were
true.
really elite. Offensively, he ain't your guy.
Right.
He gonna frustrate you a little bit. You gonna have
Right.
some mismatches and probably don't take advantage of him. You pull your hair out like, man, what is he doing? But defensively,
Goofy dude.
yeah, for
Mhm.
real. But protecting the rim, and this was a former first round pick. Like he's talented.
True.
When he got
Hmm.
drafted by Indy in the first round, there was a big reason for that. And he's not going to command a big salary. This is a guy you can say, let's go sign him to a 2-year minimum deal, and he can play a lot of minutes for you. So that's one guy that makes sense, and I think him, Drummond, are two guys as my cost control, you know, options that you can go get, for low value financially, but potentially high production. I think Goga, as we
Hmm.
saw when he started with the Magic, man, it was like what like 7, 8, 9 points a game, 8 rebounds,
Yeah.
and plus defense. You get that, and the Grizzlies are the number 1 ranked defense in the NBA, number 2 ranked defense in the NBA. I'm
It's
cool
true.
with it because you're gonna get 20 plus from Ja. You're gonna get 20 plus from Dez. Jaren might end 18, 19. He might even give you 20 plus. I'm cool with that type of guy. And he's one of the better defensive centers in the NBA.